Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's pick a card reading is about how your future spouse will feel versus how they act in the beginning. For pile 1, we have the white agate stone. For pile 2, we have the Lapis Lazuli stone. And for pile 3, we have the Fluoride stone. So pick one of these 3 piles and then I will see you at your reading. Okay, part 1, the white agate stone. We're looking at how your future spouse will feel in the beginning versus how they will act. So let's see. I'm hearing like I'm seeing actually someone like accidentally stepping on someone else's foot. Clumsy. So maybe clumsiness. Maybe they act a bit clumsy. Maybe you act a bit clumsy, or maybe they are someone who likes to help you, a lot. Because maybe you get in trouble. Let's see for pile 1. There's something about them being very hospitable, or them always wanting you to be comfortable. So I feel like this person will invite you a lot to their home. They will invite you on dates to go to restaurants. I'm also hearing tourist. And when you're a tourist, you're kind of exploring a new city, right? So maybe you're also something new to explore. They've never dated someone like you, and maybe they're literally going to take you on some sort of surprise, like a weekend getaway date in the beginning. That's not unheard of. Like if you think, oh, that's kind of impossible, who takes people on vacations in the first couple of weeks? It happens. I've heard stories. Definitely happens. We have here the Magician. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Sun. Yeah, maybe going to sunny destinations. We have Two of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, I feel like with the Sun card, they're going to act very warm and nice towards you. Maybe their energy towards you is very fast moving here with the Knight of Swords as well. I see them maybe striking up the first conversation with you. They're nice, they're warm. Maybe this is like an extrovert or a very social person. And they feel maybe an instant spark here, especially with the Magician. They might be trying to charm you, put on a good show for you, impress you and all that. And that's maybe why they take you to a lot of restaurants and events and trips. It's because they want to impress you, right? This person might not, like they're going to show their interest in you towards, in their actions, right? And yeah, they feel this instant spark with you, With the Magician, they might feel that they can manifest something real with you. With the Two of Cups, that's really a soulmate vibe, right? And the Sun, that's joy, that's warmth. It's feeling that, the life kind of looks brighter with you. And like, I feel like you're going to make them happy. So they're going to be smiling a lot with you. And they're definitely going to feel this urge to rush forward with you and create something, this Two of Cups with you. I feel like both of you are into each other here, right? With the Two of Cups, you both like each other. And I do feel like beneath that, excitement, there's fear, right? Even though they act, very nice and sure and they want to move fast, but on the inside, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, right? It's excitement, but fear. The word they might mess up or something like that, or it might be too good to be true. That their mind is kind of racing also, and kind of also they're kind of replaying what they said or how they acted. So they're very self-conscious on the inside. On the outside, they act very, confident here with the Sun, and bold here with the Knight of Swords, and charming. Like this person knows how to flirt, knows how to connect, knows how to be intimate. I feel like they're going to be also very daring towards you, like maybe flirting with you, and maybe you're blushing, or maybe holding your hand out of nowhere. Like this person kind of pushes the boundary when it comes to flirting and intimacy with you. Yeah. And I feel like instead of showing how deeply they feel, you know, all these worries and all this Two of Cups and this excitement that you make them happy, you know, they're happy and excited but still fearful. Instead of showing that, they act rushed, they act impulsive, kind of scattered here with the Nine of Swords and the Two of Pentacles as well. That's a bit clumsy energy, right? They might blur things out too quickly, or again, like make bold moves. It's very impulsive, or kind of swing between giving you attention and then kind of pulling back because of these fears. You know, Two of Pentacles can kind of mean giving like mixed signals because they're a bit unsure. They might also not know whether you feel this, because I feel that intuitively they don't know whether you like them as much as they do. They're looking for a mutual connection here. They're looking for reciprocity. They're looking for signs from you. Yeah, like they present themselves as the magician, like, you know, they have it all under control, they know what they're doing, but in reality they kind of feel overwhelmed because of these strong feelings, because of the Two of Cups here, right? They act like they're in charge, but their actions might not, you know, show how vulnerable they actually feel. So I definitely feel like they're gonna come off as confident, charming, and flirty, but, you know, I feel like deep down their feelings run a lot more deeper than they let on, especially with the Two of Cups. I feel like they feel like that they've met someone life-changing in you with the Sun and the Two of Cups. Yeah, they might feel like, oh, is this my happy ending? Because the Sun is sometimes a happy ending. Is this my other half? That's why they act so impulsively. They might feel like they have to rush because otherwise they're going to miss out. They might also feel that they've manifested their soulmate. You know, a lot of people want to manifest their soulmate, and they might feel like you are that. Yeah. And because of all these fears and all this excitement, you know, they're going to act a bit messy, a bit restless, or overconfident, maybe a bit cocky or something like that. Okay, let's see. How will their future spouse act versus how will they feel? King of Swords, yeah. Five of Pentacles, Tower, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. And Four of Wands. Yeah, dealing with this with you is kind of new territory. They might have never felt these kind of types of emotions. Well, maybe they've loved people in the past, probably. But I don't think that they might have felt that they were their soulmate, you know, their other half. You know, with the Five of Pentacles, there might be, you know, fear, feelings of unworthiness, you know, afraid of rejection here. Or like you could really break them, like you could abandon them. And I definitely feel like meeting you kind of will trigger insecurities, right? They fear losing you before it even begins. They're kind of catastrophic in their thinking. They might have already thinking of the ending. So maybe I feel like they come across as a bit stoic or cold. Here with the King of Swords, trying to maybe stay logical, even though, you know, they kind of feel magnetized by you. Like, yeah, they just feel drawn to you. And yeah, I feel like with the Tower that as well, your presence kind of shakes up their old beliefs about love and themselves as well. They're kind of shaken on the inside, right? But we have the Knight of Cups here. So despite all, again, that fears, their heart is very romantic towards you. Their actions are very romantic towards you. They're open and they kind of secretly fantasize about sweeping you off your feet, right? And expressing their affection and giving you emotional closeness. But yeah, besides those fears, they're also very tender and dreamy about you. But like I said, with the King of Swords, they put on a mask of confidence, of control, of authority, of logic, stoicism. They act a bit detached even and strategic as well with the King of Swords. And then we have the King and Queen of Wands. That's again indication of soulmate energy. Or you both are very attracted to each other. You both are very strong, passionate, very strong personalities. Maybe a bit, you guys butt heads a bit. And they're definitely, you know, turning up their charm and passion. They might show you a lot how attracted they are to you by touching you, complimenting you. You'll feel very wanted by them. And they definitely want to impress you and show you how, you know, how good they are. They're not weak or insecure. That's not how they want you to feel. And so instead of showing like this vulnerable, more Knight of Cups energy, they kind of perform this King of Wands energy, you know, charisma, strength, and all that. So yeah, you kind of shake them up. Let's see, let's get some cards for you. For pile 1, how will the future spouse act versus how they will feel? I fantasize about us, yeah. It's asexual, but also romantic. Like they fantasize being with you in a relationship. I have moved on from you. Okay, I don't think that's about you. I had to leave you because I had no choice. This might be a heartbreak that they're still kind of right before you. They were still, like, I feel like maybe you're kind of like the first person that they've invested their heart into after some major heartbreak. Doesn't mean that they didn't date people after that heartbreak, but you were like the first person that they fell for. I feel like they feel that they finally moved on. Like you're kind of a sign in their life that they moved on. Maybe they thought that they would never find someone that would make them feel something. It's not that they wanted to get back together with their ex or something like that. But they just, yeah, they thought that that was it, you know? When it comes to love, you're definitely like a second chance. See her with the Queen of Wands, she looks like an angel. So they might see you as an angel, very innocent and sweet. And it's like maybe from heaven. They see you as a gift from the universe or from God. Or it's like, yeah, you're that second chance at love. Tell me more. How will they feel and act in the beginning? How will they feel versus act in the beginning? I am addicted to you. Yeah, they're addicted to you. Can't get enough of you. I'm drawn to you. Yeah, see? They're very drawn to you. They can't stop. Despite trying to be logical about it. Was too mature or young to value what we had. Okay, I feel like they feel very fortunate that you came into their life a bit later, because I feel like you're going to come into their life a bit later in their life, maybe in their 30s. And they're happy about that because they were able to learn a lot of lessons. And now that you're in their life, or will be in their life, they'll be able to appreciate you and value you, right? And not mess it up. It was love at first sight for me. Yeah, it's the Two of Cups energy. Okay. What else? Let's see. For pile 1. Tell me for pile 1. for some of you, you might meet at a party, and it's like after the party, they go home and they're like, oh, I just met them. I just met the one. Like they know. Palm tree, stability, security. Palm tree is also like very much vacation. So again, they might take you on a vacation. Stability, security, permanence. So again, they're gonna act like they're stable. They have it all under control. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Yeah, they're still healing, huh? Not today, not dealing hurt or what. Yeah, I feel like this person kind of has a hard time like letting love in, because it's scary to fall in love again. Clock needs time, takes time. This might be your energy as well. Coughing, endings, being new beginnings. Yeah, it's like they kind of, again, realize why things in the past didn't work out, right? It's cliche, but you know, they're happy that it didn't work out because it brought them to you. Heart with the key, welcoming love, meeting the one. Yeah, they feel like they met the one. And they're kind of still trying to get outdated thinking out of their system, I guess, or stop with this negative thinking. Yeah. I don't see them waiting like too long with opening their heart or healing their heart, or they're not going to shut you out either. Let's see. Tell me for pile 1, how will their future spouse feel versus act? Yeah, I feel like they're gonna feel a lot of attraction to you, and they might feel also friend zoned in the beginning. Maybe you're not really interested in them. Maybe yeah, you're just not interested, or you're not getting the hints. That's maybe why they're becoming a bit bold, you know, flirty and all that. And I feel like how they're gonna act, I feel like they're gonna disguise their feelings maybe for a bit in the beginning, or their intentions, so that they feel like you are someone life-changing in their life, and try to let this connection evolve naturally here, you know. They're going with divine timing. They're acting on signs by the universe and all that. So yeah, they're kind of letting it evolve naturally here. So that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 2, Lapis Lazuli. We're looking at how your future spouse acts versus how they will feel in the beginning. So let's see. For pile 2, how will their future spouse act versus how they will feel? Okay. We have here the Page of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, and the Magician. Okay, let's see. You know, with the Page of Cups, they might have like a crush on you. That's how they feel in the beginning. They might be a bit shy or curious or a bit nervous around you. You kind of, yeah, definitely you stir up like crush-like feelings, you know. Butterflies, maybe excitement. Maybe they daydream about you a lot. They're very sentimental about you. And I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles, that's you. You know, you're maybe independent. Maybe you're chasing your dreams. Maybe you are definitely have like the qualities that they're looking for. You know, you're a high value person in their eyes, and they feel like you're kind of out of their league. And they might even like secretly compare themselves to you as well. Maybe they're a bit intimidated by you, but deep down with the Justice card, I feel like they feel that meeting you is karmic, right? It's destined, as well with the Wheel of Fortune. And Justice is also about balancing, you know, harmony. So maybe they're trying to balance out this crush feeling. Maybe they don't want to come off as too eager, or they don't want things to be one-sided. So they're trying to balance out these crush feelings, I guess. And for them, it's not just attraction, right? It's something bigger here with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, they act very adaptable. You know, their feelings in the beginning are not very constant. They're not grounded yet. They're very flexible towards you. And there are 2 dices on the Wheel of Fortune card, so they might see you as a risk as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they, you know, maybe try to be around you a lot, or go to the places that you are, and then act like meeting you is almost like serendipitous. You know, maybe you constantly run into them, or there's all these coincidences, but they're actually kind of behind those coincidences. It's like they're trying to control destiny, or trying to shape the situation. Like they want to be in control of the situation. That's how they come off. And exactly with the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's like they almost try to act like destiny or the universe. So they kind of know exactly what to say or what to do. And they definitely put on this charm and try to look like things are just, you know, falling into place. What a coincidence. And with the Queen of Wands, that's, again, they act very confident towards you, very warm and charismatic. Even though they feel nervous, even though they have a crush on you, they'll act very sure of themselves. And I definitely feel like you can't resist them. I mean, we have the Magician here as well. That's also someone who's very charming, very good with their words. The Queen of Wands is also someone who likes attention. So maybe they're trying to get your attention a lot. When you guys are often in a group setting, or if not, just in general, they like to get attention from you. So maybe they're also going to show off. You know, the Magician literally does tricks. They show off their skills, you know, the Magician. And so maybe they're a bit of a show off as well. So on the inside, your future spouse feels shy and a little intimidated by you, you know, by your independence, and just in general who you are as a person and your qualities. And they're definitely deeply aware that meeting you is karmic. He would do the Fortune and Justice, but on the outside they act very charming, magnetic, and they're like in control and sure of themselves. So they'll definitely feel like a shy admirer, but they act like a very confident, charismatic person who knows that you guys are meant to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they say stuff, you know, we're gonna happen, or we're meant to be together, or something like that. They're very sure about you, I feel. So what else for pile 2? How will their future spouse act versus how they will feel? The Chariot. The 8 of Swords is again this nervousness. The Page of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, the Moon, and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, their focus is on you here. They're sure about you. Their focus is not on others. I feel like the Chariot, they also feel a strong pull towards you. Like you kind of awaken their drive, and like I said, their focus is on you. And on the inside, they know they want to pursue you. They're very sure about you. But we have the Eight of Swords, so at the same time, they kind of feel stuck or insecure, like they don't know the right move to make or afraid of messing up. And with the Moon, they kind of confused or maybe even overwhelmed by the depth of their attraction or the feelings that you stir in them, because I definitely feel like you stir up unconscious fears or desires in them. There's also a couple dancing on it, so I feel like this person is very romantic, very spontaneous. They do all those romantic sweet stuff, you know, asking you for a dance or saying they think about you or this song reminded me of you and then send it to you. It's like this sweet stuff. That's how they'll act towards you. And they act very cautious and curious and almost like a student as well, because you have the Page of Pentacles, you know. They'll show you interest in small practical ways, you know, maybe asking questions, showing you attentiveness, or maybe getting you a favorite drink. Very practical offerings here. And the Page of Pentacles is very practical. Fixing something for you, things like that. And with the Knight of Swords, you know, sometimes they'll act a bit impulsive. Maybe they'll blurt things out a bit too quickly. Because they try to impress you again, so that might come sometimes off as them having like a big ego. Sometimes they try to impress you with fast talk or witty comments. He's like very self-assured. You know, this guy in this image is very self-assured. Like they act like it doesn't bother them, but deep down they feel this very strong pull towards you, and deep down they're also actually very guarded, even though on the outside they show that they're very bold, but they're not gonna fully open up right away. That boldness, that confidence is a persona, right? They keep their emotions close to their chest. It's literally is their heart is kind of on lock here, right? So they're not gonna act vulnerable in the beginning, you know? They're not gonna... I definitely see them being romantic and saying romantic stuff towards you, but they might have a hard time opening up about, you know, things that they're kind of dealing with and stuff like that. And I feel like they're also going to hold on tight to you here with Four of Pentacles. They'll act possessive, clingy, maybe jealous as well sometimes. Let's see what else for Pile 2. How will their future spouse act versus how they will feel? Knight of Pentacles. The Judgment card. Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. And then this card flew out. The Seven of Swords. Okay. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So they're definitely interested in something serious with you. This doesn't start out as something casual, for sure. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, they kind of feel careful. Like they have to be careful or even sneaky about their emotions. Could be because you're friends, colleagues. They don't want to reveal too much too soon. So even if you're not friends or colleagues, even if they're still pursuing you, which I think for most people they will be like outright pursuing you. But even if that's the case, they're still kind of, you know, don't want to reveal too much too soon about you or about their feelings for you. And they definitely feel dreamy here with the Seven of Cups, right? They're definitely daydreaming about you and imagining kind of different scenarios with you, you know. Kind of thinking about what it would be like to be in a relationship with you. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Three of Swords. I'm also getting a bit sleepy. Like I have the urge to yawn. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person likes to, you know, cuddle up with you and then they kind of fall asleep. Like just by being with you, it relaxes them, where they fall asleep and they like to nap maybe with you holding them or something like that, or holding you We have here Three of Pentacles. Yeah, that goes back to the Four of Pentacles with them maybe liking to cuddle, you know, them being a bit clingy. We have Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. Afraid of heartbreak. Why? Because you're better or above them, maybe out of their league here with the Three of Pentacles. And that maybe puts them a bit defensive or on guard. So it's almost like in the beginning, they're not opening up and they're kind of like just enjoying fantasizing about you because that's safer, right? Because if they are fully invested or fully pursuing you here with the Three of Swords, they fear that they're gonna break their heart because you're a bit too good to be true for them, or you're out of their league. Interesting. And with the Four of Cups, they may secretly also feel unsure as well, you know, that kind of backs us up, you know. They don't know whether you see them in the same way, or they doubt whether you're enough interested in them. Like, they don't know whether they're enough to kind of capture your attention, right? So they don't know whether you're interested. Maybe you act a bit nonchalant. But deep down, they feel like meeting you again awakens something huge, like a calling or a fated turning point. They hear the wake-up call here with the Judgment card. It's not just attraction, it feels like karma or destiny. That goes back to the Justice card and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, we're Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Justice card. They know that this connection is special. And with the Knight of Pentacles, that's good because that means they're going to act consistent. They're going to act steady, you know, dependable. They'll consistently pursue you. But it might be slower. Not slow moving because we did have the Knight of Swords, so that cancels each other out a bit. They're just consistent here. It might be that you kind of need time to open up to them. That's maybe something that they'll also feel, especially with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. They might feel that they have to invest step by step. It's going to take patience here. But they're going to show you that they want to invest in you by putting in effort and getting to know you and all that. Yeah, they're going to act very patient towards you. I wouldn't be surprised that if for some of you this might be like your first serious relationship. Could be, not for everyone. Or if you've been in a relationship, you're likely hesitant to get into a new one. So they're going to be very patient with you. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Oh, Four of Wands. Yeah, they want to invest in you. Investing by moving in with you, buying a home together. Empress, yeah, they see you. They see you as the mother or father of your children. They want a family with you. Five of Wands, yeah, they want to beat out the competition. That's why they're patient. They're like, I know I can beat out any competition. I know I can treat pal 2 the best. Why is the Four of Cups here? Hermit. Oh, you're single. Maybe you don't want to date. Maybe you don't want to socialize with people. More for the Four of Cups. Six of Wands. Yeah, I have a feeling you're not interested in dating and they're trying to get your attention here. By trying to hang out with you a lot, be around you, to loosen you up step by step here with the Knight of Pentacles. They want to get to you, to win your heart. What's the Four of Cups here? Yeah, death. They want to end this, your singledom. They want to end this interest of yours in love. Nine of Swords. Yeah. And so when they do act, because I see a moment where they will come forward here, they're kind of fed up with kind of being in this Knight of Pentacles energy. they'll try to be very clear and direct in their communication, right? They show you honesty, they show you truth, and they're gonna confess their feelings and that they want something more serious with you. So there's definitely like this big confession here that I'm seeing. It's like they want all this confusion from the moon and all this tension between the both of you and attraction to be kind of talked about. They don't want to hide it anymore. They want things to clear up, right? And I want clarity from you as well. And I want to give you clarity. Okay, that's what I have here, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, let me know whether it did. Like the video and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you want a private reading, my email's in the description box. You can always email me. And I hope you have the most amazing and beautiful day. Bye-bye. Okay, pile 2, the Fluoride stone. Pile 2, the Fluoride stone. This is your reading. We're looking at how your future spouse will feel versus how they will act in the beginning. So let's see. How will pile 2's future spouse feel versus how they will act in the beginning? Okay, we have the devil. Okay, interesting. Beginning. The lovers. Beautiful. The chariot and the 9 of cups. The ace of swords. And the empress. Beautiful. Okay. I would definitely say that they're kind of a bit obsessed with you in the beginning. With the devil here, you know, they're very pulled towards you. There's a very much magnetic attraction that they feel towards you. Very much obsession here. That's present in the reading. And in the beginning, it's like, yeah, they can't ignore their attraction towards you. It feels very intoxicating almost, and maybe a little bit scary for them because it's paired with the lover. So it's not just lust and attraction, even though there's a lot of that in the beginning that they will feel towards you. So there's also, you know, a deep soul connection, whether that's the first moment they meet you or after first date or the first long conversation, first kiss. There's somewhere in the beginning where they feel like, oh, this is different. I feel something real with this person. And their heart is also drawn to you, not just their body, right? It's not just attraction. And 9 of Cups makes me feel like you're their type, you're physically their type, you're what they've been looking for, you're their wish fulfillment. I feel like they just want to... Like the 9 of Cups is the card of pleasure. So paired with the devil, that's also very much a card of, you know, seeking pleasure. I wouldn't be surprised so in the beginning if you guys can't keep each other's hands off each other. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, you know, go out maybe to the club and drink, maybe go to nice restaurants. I see a lot of pleasure. Like this person will bring you pleasure in your life. Think of all the 5 senses. It's very Taurus, like maybe that they're Venus in Taurus. And yeah, they kind of feel very lucky to have found you, right? 9 of Cups is also someone who is maybe a bit cocky, so maybe they'll act that way towards you. It's a card of maybe being smug, so sometimes they come off that way. Like I definitely feel like this person also feels that they are a catch. Maybe they feel that they are attractive, or they've got it in the bag when it comes to you. Yeah, but yeah, with the Empress, you're very beautiful towards them. And with the Chariot, they'll act like they're in control, they're confident, and they're determined to win your attention over. And combined with that smugness is again this feeling that they have like, oh, pile 3 is a done deal. I know I'll win them over. And they might say this, you know, they might say, you know, you're mine here, especially with the devil. They might act very possessive. You see here how these 2 lovers are kind of wrapped up in a cloth or something like that. And yeah, that's you guys. It's like this person will stake their claim, I guess. With the Ace of Swords, they're going to be very truthful, very honest about their intentions towards you as well. Like, I want to marry you here with the Empress. They could say, you know, you're my wife, or you're my husband, or you're my spouse, or something like that. You are mine here. Very possessive here. They will act very possessive. And I also feel like they are very intelligent. You guys will have very long conversations about lots of intelligent topics. They're very sharp. They're very witty. You guys might have like a lot of sassy banter between the both of you. And they're very clear in their words. Very straightforward. And they're definitely trying to impress you with their intellect or something like that. Or by being like honest and bold. And with the Empress, they treat you with admiration and care. They might be very nurturing towards you, making sure that you're always comfortable, you know, showering you with attention and compliments and being very warm towards you. And like these subtle nurturing gestures, that's something that they will also give you. And they want you to feel special. Even if they don't admit how hooked they already are, because they kind of act a bit smug, you know. Yeah. So let's see. What else for pile 3, sorry. How will their future spouse act towards them versus how they will feel? Temperance. Queen of Cups. I definitely see this moment where there's this conversation like, is this just lust or attraction, or are we more? And then they'll be honest with you that they'll think of you as more. Because the Temperance is like literally the antidote or the opposite to the Devil. You know, Devil is toxic habits. The Temperance is like moderation and getting rid of toxic habits. So in the beginning, it's all like, you know, obsession, can't keep each other's hands off each other. There's a lot of lust. But then there will come a moment where you or both of you are like, is this all it is, or is there more? Queen of Cups. So they will start having feelings for you. It might not be right away. Their initial pull might be attraction, but they'll definitely feel this lover's energy eventually early on. In the beginning. Queen of Cups makes me also think that they have feelings for you. We have here the Knight of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, this person has a big ego. There might be a fire sign like a Leo or something. I also feel like you balance them out. Like maybe they had some toxic habits here with the Devil. Or maybe they were just stuck in a cycle of like very low level relationships where it was just superficial and attraction. And you kind of, you know, brought balance in their life and brought more meaning in their love life, I guess. It's not just about lust, it's about the heart as well. Yeah, and just in general, you balance them out. You calm them. You're very calming to them. You heal them as well. They feel like you both are very good for each other. You guys are opposites, different elements, but you guys go really well together here. Very compatible here. And with the Queen of the Queen of Cups, they kind of feel emotionally drawn to you. It's like they're attracted to you in the beginning. They want pleasure with you, but then they're like, oh, there's more to pile 3. Like they feel like they can trust you with their heart and vulnerability, right? They see you as well as someone like deeply nurturing and someone they can trust. Like you have a good heart. They see you as someone kind and sweet and nurturing, especially here with the Empress. They see how nurturing you are. And then we have the 9 of Wands. That's cautious energy. They feel cautious, even though they feel this way about you. Their heart recognizes you, but they might, you know, carry a past of wounds like a lot of us do, which kind of makes them hesitant. And that kind of maybe sometimes makes them be stuck in this Five of Swords energy where they act defensive, guarded, or maybe a bit argumentative, or maybe selfish, right? Not because they don't like you, but because they're trying to protect themselves, you know, from being hurt too quickly. And like I said, this person can sometimes come across as a bit smug or something like that. They definitely, yeah, are very independent and focused on their self and their own needs. So you might want to watch out with that, you know. Have strong boundaries, especially because you're the Queen of Cups. I feel like you might be more water and they are fire, right? Especially on the Temperance card. There's fire and water here. But luckily we have the Page of Cups, so despite their roles, they're kind of, the softer side in them is kind of blooming, right? It sometimes peeks out. And as time goes on, it's coming out more and more, and you know, they act flirty, playful. Sometimes they'll say romantic stuff, buy you flowers, and sometimes it's a little bit awkward, but it's very endearing because it might be a bit atypical of them, but they're trying to show that it's not just attraction, right? There's more to this. And on the outside, they also present themselves again with the Six of Wands as confident, as also accomplished. I feel like they want you to be impressed with their, you know, their job, their career, that they have money, maybe driving a nice car. Like they're trying to impress you here. Maybe buying you gifts, nice restaurants, maybe dressing really nice in designer clothes. And sometimes they act very proud as well. And they do want you to see them as someone worthy of your attention and admiration. They love it if you admire them and give them compliments. And I also see them giving you compliments as well. Like lots of it. Lots of attention on you. Let's see. Let's get some other cards. How will pile 3's future spouse act versus feel in the beginning? Okay. Show me, how will they act? How will they act? How will they feel? Yeah, okay. So they're getting a lot of signs and clues here from the universe. So that's that Lover's energy, you know? It's not just something superficial. They see signs. Maybe they get like intuitive hits as well. And they feel that the universe or God is kind of like pushing them towards you. With the tease card, they might feel like you're maybe a bit of a tease as well. Or everything you do is just so attractive to them. And the energy is, or their mind is definitely on having fun with you. The energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. But they don't know in the beginning maybe where they stand with you. Yes, and they also feel like you're healing them. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see how they're going to act. You're worthy. Yeah, so that's it. They're going to shower you with compliments and they're going to give you like princess treatment or king treatment, or they're definitely going to treat you right, you know, try to impress you. It's their actions. Lasting love. Dreams come true. And love language affirmations. Yeah, so they might say these things like, I want this love to last. You are a dream come true. They're very good with their words. Maybe the love language is words of affirmations. And they might also be someone who like always, you know, gives you like a pep talk. Like if you talk down on yourself, they'll correct you and say that you are worthy, stuff like that. Let's see what else. For pile 3, how will their future spouse act versus how they'll feel? Twin flame. Oh, they might feel like you're their twin flame or soulmate. You're the yin to their yang, or the reverse. You balance them out, like with the temperance earlier. It's like you complement each other, right? In abundance. Keep a positive mindset. I feel like this person has no doubts about you. I feel like they don't see obstacles in these connections. They're very sure that this is a good thing in their life and that's all going to work out. Like, they're very positive about this connection as well. Healthy choices. Yeah, they see you as a healthy choice. Because maybe in the past they made a lot of toxic choices, especially with the devil. They were in toxic, negative relationships. And you're more the lover's energy, right? Pure love. You're a healthy choice. Keys on the ring. Yeah, it might start out as maybe as a one-night stand for some of you, not for everyone. Or maybe it start out as lust and then it flows into love. Not today, not dealing or hurt. Yeah, they're definitely still processing kind of pain. And sometimes they try to push you away. Sometimes this person is not the best texter, or sometimes they need their alone time as well. Clock, yeah, needs time. It might need to take some time. I don't see them needing a lot of time because we're looking at the beginning energy. This could be like within the first couple of days or weeks, right? Palm trees, stability and security. So once they have processed this, once they're ready, they'll act stable. And they want growth with you. Okay. Well, that's all I have for you. Pile 3, I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have a good one. Bye-bye.